Yesterday I had explained you about gesture, and today I am going to explain you different types of handshakes. Handshake is also a type of gesture. We shake hands in order to greet people, in order to say a hi, or in order to say bye. So it is used for greeting and also for saying bye-bye. That is, it is also used for parting. In different countries, there are different ways of greeting people. In India, so the traditional way of greeting people is Namaste, Namaskar, and most of the people do the same. But handshake is something that has become popular over the years, and it has been used to greet people, especially for formal occasions, especially in professional relationships. So when you meet someone personally, it's up to your choice whether you want to offer a handshake or not. But if you meet someone for some professional purpose or for some official purpose, then you should offer a handshake. And the handshakes may differ according to the culture, according to the countries, according to our traditions. All right. So I will be sharing a PPT with you all. Okay. So a handshake is a globally widespread way of greeting or parting. It's a way of greeting people, and it's a way of telling a goodbye, in which two people grasp one of each other's hands. People hold the hands of one another and shake it for a second or two, and that is basically known as a handshake. So when you meet someone at your office or for some professional purpose, you offer a handshake in order to greet the other person. So when you offer a shake, it should be offered properly. And when somebody else and when the other person offers you a shake, you should definitely raise your hand to shake the hand. You should not stand, or you should not decline the request. You should not decline that approach. All right. When you see that somebody is offering you a handshake, you should not decline the offer. You should rather raise your hand and grasp the other person's hand and shake it for 2 to 3 seconds and then leave it. So it's a gesture that is globally used, and it may vary depending upon the cultures. It may vary depending upon the different customs of different countries. But in most of the countries, it's a popular way of greeting people, and also it's a parting tradition. It's a greeting as well as a parting tradition. All right. There are a lot of handshakes. There are different types of handshakes, and I am going to show you a few. All right. So as you can see the picture, here are a few types of handshakes, and you should totally avoid these type of handshakes in your professional field or at your office. All right, you should totally avoid these kind of handshakes. First one is a dead fish handshake. So it is known as a dead fish handshake, and when you offer this kind of a handshake, or when you do this kind of a handshake, it basically shows that you don't have any energy to greet the people, to greet the person properly, and you don't have energy to shake the hand properly. So that means you are not at all confident, or you basically have a low sense of, very low sense of self. So you are not comfortable in offering a handshake or shaking your hands. Okay, so you should avoid this kind of handshake, especially when you meet someone at your office or who is related to you professionally. All right, then wet fish handshake. The next handshake is the wet fish handshake. So it basically means weak character, someone who is easily persuaded. So wet fish handshake is something which shows a person's weak character or a weak personality. So you should avoid this kind of handshake. And the third picture is hand hug handshake. Okay, now it's a very popular form of it's a very popular form when you meet your friends. So you can basically use this, and you might have seen a lot of people using this handshake, but this particular handshake should be avoided for any kind of professional purpose or at your office. So you should avoid this kind of handshake, especially at your office or when you're meeting somebody who is related to you professionally. But other than that, you can use this kind of a handshake with your friends and with whom you have a personal relationship. All right, but in case of official relationship, you're not supposed to use this kind of a handshake. Then the next one is bone crush. All right, now when one person holds the hand too tight, it shows the aggressive personality of the person. So you're not supposed to hold the hand too tightly that the other person is hurt. All right, you're supposed to maintain you're not supposed to show your strength. You are not supposed to show your strength or your power. So you should not hold it too tightly. All right, so this is a big no. Bone crusher or bone crush handshake is a big no. Then the next is queen's fingertips. Okay, so when somebody offers you only the fingertips, or when you offer only the fingertips instead of your palm. Okay, so generally when you offer a handshake, It's basically you offer your palm, isn't it? You need to hold the palm. But when the person is offering you only the fingertips, or when you are offering the fingertips instead of your palms, this basically shows the sense of superiority, okay? And it is basically kind of like is present in between the male and female. And so you might have seen, like when a male offers a hand to a woman, so the man only holds the fingertips. So it is a queen's fingertip to show a respect towards the women. So it's known as the queen's fingertips handshake, to offer respect to the woman, to make the woman feel good. So this kind of handshake is offered. But again, this is a big no. In your personal relationships, definitely you can offer this kind of a handshake, but in case of professional relationships, you are not supposed to offer this kind of handshakes. Then dominator, the last one is the dominator. So there are many others as well, but I have just included these 6 handshakes. So I will also try to provide you some kind of link so that you can get to know about some other types of handshakes as well. All right, but for now I will be just explaining to you about these 3 handshakes. Now the third one that you should totally avoid is the dominator handshake, which involves again, you are showing your superiority and you are trying to be the dominant person. And this is how dominator handshakes look. All right, the palm is turned downward. Okay, the palm of the other person, it's turned downward. So this is basically known as the dominator handshake, which shows that I have a lot of power than you. Okay, when you turn the hand of the other person, so that means that I have a lot of power than you. All right, so you're supposed to avoid all these handshakes, especially in case of professional relationships, at your office, and when you're meeting someone for any professional purpose. All right, you're supposed to avoid these handshakes. Okay, now what is a proper handshake? No, the handshakes that I had shown you, you're supposed to avoid those handshakes. Now, what is a proper handshake? How are you supposed to offer your hand, and how are you supposed to, shake your hands, and what is a proper handshake? It should not be bone crushing. First of all, you should remember one thing: it should not be bone crushing. That means it should not hurt the other person. It should be firm, but it should not be bone crushing. There has to be some kind of a grip when you hold the hand, but it should not hurt the other person. All right, then it should last for at least 3 seconds. It should last for 3 seconds, not more than that. If you're holding a person's hand for a quite long time, then that is not the right way of offering a handshake or shaking your hands. So that is why it should last for about 3 seconds. You should not just touch and leave the hand. You should at least hold the hand for 3 seconds. It can be pumped once or twice, okay? And it should be released after the shake. Okay, it should be released after you shake your hand. Now you don't have to shake. I have seen a lot of people, they shake they shake their hands many times, but that is not required. That is not the correct way of shaking hands. Okay, you're supposed to shake the hand once or twice and then leave the hand. Okay, when you're offering the hand, you should be gentle enough, and you should not be somebody who is too rude and who holds the hand too tightly, and your grasp should not be too tight. It should be firm, but it should not be too tight. You should not hurt the other person. All right, and of course, you should maintain eye contact with the other person when you are shaking your hands. And yeah, these are the things that you need to take care when you offer a hand shake. The pressure should be same. You should apply the same pressure. If you feel like that your pressure is greater or lesser than the other person, then you should try to adjust it. All right, you should try to adjust the pressure. The pressure should be moderate. There has to be some kind of a pressure. All right, it should not be like you're just touching and leaving the hand. All right, there should be some kind of pressure, but it should be a moderate pressure. It should not hurt the other person, and you should also try to balance the pressure. All right. So this is the correct way of shaking hands. This is the way you should shake hands. It's firm, but it's not crushing the bones. It should last for about 3 seconds. Then there is a pressure. As you can see, there's a pressure, but it's not hurting each other. All right, and it should be complemented with a smile, with eye contact, and you should not forget to shake it twice. All right, you should not forget to shake it twice, and the handshake should last for 3 seconds. All right, so this is how you should shake if you're offering a handshake. So this is the correct way of shaking hands. And in many cultures, handshake is something that is not considered to be too generous or something like that. So you also have to be careful regarding that. So if you're moving out of the country, so and whenever you're meeting people from different country, you should at least try to know a little about the culture, about their you should also try to know a little about their culture, so that you have a general idea regarding all the norms, regarding the gestures and everything, so that you don't end up fighting with one another. So whenever you are meeting somebody for the first time who comes from a different culture, you should be a little careful. Okay, you should be a little careful, but this is the perfect all over the world. This is the perfect way of shaking hands. This is the handshake that you should offer. All right, so is it clear, or is there any doubt regarding this topic?